Hey, Paula Williams with ABCI. Today, we had a chance to sit down with Adeela Shahid. She has been working with ABCI for about 2 years. And it's funny how sometimes you work with people and you really don't get to know them until you actually have a conversation about something other than work. So this was a really fun conversation for me. And we also learned a lot about Adeela in a professional capacity. So one of the very best things about working with ABCI is the team. We get to work with our people. Good people are hard to find. We know it. And Adeela's been working with us for about 2 years now. So we're really happy to have her with us. And let's go ahead and jump into the conversation. All right. Well, Adeela, it's good to have some time to sit down and talk with you without being working frantically on something.
Yes, it's a player of mine as well.
Excellent. You do a lot of work with ABCI. People probably know you from the work that you do with our social media, our holiday posts, other things like that that you do, and you interact directly with clients, which is amazing. And we hear great things from our clients about the work that you do. So we're really happy to have you. So let me ask you, what sparked your interest in aviation marketing, and how did you decide to pursue this particular career?
Okay, so basically, I was really interested in aviation since sixth grade because
Mm.
my uncle is in aviation. So I was a little bit inspired from the industry and the glamour it offers, and aircrafts and engines and everything. So I was really interested, and it was like in my mind that I have to, do something in aviation. So firstly, I had this like idea of aeronautical engineering, but later my interest, got more into the management side. So I got my admission in aviation management, and in the 4 year degrees, I learned a lot about aviation and everything. And I was like really excited to join the industry. But when I graduated, it was COVID. So, the condition of the industry was very bad. There were literally no job openings, and even the people who were working, they were being fired, and it was a chaos, especially in the aviation field, because I think that was the industry that was really impacted by COVID. So
Mm.
at that point, I had no other option but to, go into like other things like freelancing and etc. So I got myself skilled into digital marketing, and I was doing digital marketing for a lot of, projects like e-commerce and any field you can say. So it just clicked in my mind that why not join the two main things that I love, which is aviation that I love, and the marketing in which I have experience. So it just happened to me one day, and I like completely optimized my LinkedIn profile and my other profiles and changed them into like aviation marketing. I started searching into like, is there a thing about aviation marketing? Is this already happening in the industry? Are there are very dedicated companies in aviation marketing or not? And I found out that it is a very limited people are doing both like aviation and marketing. Many few people who have an aviation background are actually into marketing. So I was like really excited when it felt like I have unlocked something. So and then I started reaching out people in the industry, and that's how I found you.
Right. I know. I think that is a great marketing story because
Yeah.
I think you reached out to me. I was busy at the time, and I put you off for 3 months or 6 months or something, and
One
you
month.
kept in contact, and you kept
Yes.
engaging with my posts and with
And
those of my
your
clients,
clients. I was
right?
also engaging with your clients. I because I had this, like, you will notice me.
Right.
That's why I kept engaging with your clients and on your post, and then you messaged me, and it's been 2.5 years, I guess, 2 years maybe.
Yeah, the rest is history. That's amazing. And so I just wanted to commend you and also let you know that, I mean, that's how and let the listeners know this is how marketing works. It doesn't
Yes.
always work the first time. You have to keep building that relationship and building trust. And then over time, I saw that you were consistent, you were serious. The comments that you made were insightful and relevant and helpful. And so over time, I built that trust to the point where it's just like, well, she'd be great on our team. And I didn't really have a role for you yet, but we kind of created one out of nothing. So that was very creative and insightful on your part to make that happen. So, can you tell us what a typical day looks like for you in your role at ABCI?
Yes, so my day basically starts with all the base camp notifications.
Mm.
It's
Ding,
a
ding,
whole
ding,
list
ding,
of,
ding.
yes, it's a whole list of Basecamp notification. And some notification are just like not that important, just are reminders. So I swipe them, swipe them, swipe them. And when I see that there is some you can say message written, or someone is talking in a task, I keep them in my notification. And then when I fresh up and get my morning tea, and then after I go and check what the conversation is about, and what are my tasks, and what are my pending tasks for the today, what are the deadlines, and then I start working on them. And all, the rest, we do research, we create content, and each and everything, replying to the message if needed. If in a task my point of view is needed, I message there and see what's going on. And that's how a typical day for me in ABCI look.
Excellent, excellent. So, can you describe maybe some key projects or some of your favorite projects that you've been involved with?
Well, all of the projects are, important to me on the same level, because all clients of our clients, and all are prioritized by me. And, creating content for Aerostar and Vision, and especially Aeris Insurance, I have created some funny content for them. So that was really interested for me. And especially when I'm creating content for our clients, it's really great, because I got to learn so much more about the industry, what's happening in the industry. So it's all the part of learning and everything. So it's all really great.
Excellent. Yeah, I think that's fun with Aeris Insurance. Of course, insurance
Yes.
is difficult to market because
Yes.
it is not a beautiful new airplane. It's not, very visual or anything else. So I think, what you've been doing with them, coming up with the funny posts and the trivia posts and other things is really helpful and unique and really helps them stand out. And of course, it helps that Tim has a great sense of humor. So
Yes, yes. I was just about to mention that many people might think that talking about aviation insurance is boring, or it's a dry subject, something like that. Many difficult keywords and definitions involved. But if you watch Tim podcast, he has made it like really interested with actual telling actual stories, and some jokes, etc. So it's kind of not that boring. It's really interesting. So I really like to work on Aries. And maybe I'm talking about Aries so much because this is the project I'm working on right now.
right now, right. Absolutely. All right.
Yes.
So, can you talk a little bit about the unique skills that you have that you bring to the team and how they fit with maybe some skill sets of other members of the team? I think one of the really cool things is the way that we work together. So maybe you could describe a
Yes.
little bit about that.
Yes, well, I think I am a people's person. I really adjust really quickly with people, and I really enjoy working with the team. And I try to understand what other person is saying to me. Before getting to a judgment, or before misunderstanding anything, I always clear my point, that what the other person is demanding from me and what I have to deliver. So I think that's one of the unique skill that really helps bind the team. So I think that's one of my greatest, you can say, skill that I
Superpowers,
bring.
right?
Yes. As you know, yeah, the new, you must know Annie that just joined us. So I have, I had a conversation with her before. I helped her with the LinkedIn, so I knew her before, and we have many things in common. I don't know, like we both watch Korean dramas, and like it's really interactive, and we really bond together. And similarly, Ali, we also have many things in common. Firstly, we both from the same country, so that's really a bonding point. We have so much similar to talk about. So yeah, people skill is really something that is very important skill and required when you are working in a team, especially when many people have different point of views and different ways of seeing things. So being a people's person is really helpful. Understanding each and every person's point of view is really important.
Yeah. I really like the way you work together, with other people, and you're so respectful of one another and so
Yes,
helpful to one another. That really, I think, makes it so much
easier for
worthwhile
you.
for me to come in every morning and see what happened overnight. And, somebody had a problem, somebody helped them fix it, somebody else had another idea, and all of that comes together in such a really helpful and egoless sort of a way. So I really like that we don't have any prima donnas on our team. That you're all very, very helpful to each other. It's kind of a nice little nice group dynamic. It's fun to see.
Yes, because to achieve the client goal is our goal. So that's the motive of our work and ethics. So yeah.
Hmm.
Apart from them, that I also bring my creativity and
Hmm.
my designing skills. So that's those are also helpful.
Of course, of course. Right. So, and you are in school right now. I know you're staying current with the latest trends and best practices
Yes.
in marketing, social media, etc. Can you tell us a little bit about what you're learning and how you're applying that?
Uh, yes, this semester we actually learn about digital marketing, and the other subject was also marketing. That was digital marketing, and the other subject was just marketing. And so we learned various strategies, and the result just came, and I got 3 out of 4 CGPA.
Excellent.
So that yes, so I get to keep my scholarship. That's great news. So yeah, in digital marketing, we learned a lot of stuff, but majorly my interest was social media. So we really learned a lot about the social media marketing analytics and how we can promote our brand. And we also did a project in which we completely did digital marketing of a project. So it was really good. It was a great experience, and I was also implementing all those strategies like research strategies and how to create messages, or you can say copywriting according to customer demands, what we have to write, what we don't have to write, how to make a brand a leader in the industry, etc. So there were a lot of things that I learned and also implemented in my content creation.
Excellent. Great. So, let's talk about challenges. I know, every job has its moments, where something comes up and it's like we all have to work to fix this problem or solve this challenge. Are there any challenges that you can remember that have come up, and can you talk a little bit about how you or the team jumped in and made that work?
Yes, of course, there are challenges whenever we are doing something. So basically, the major challenge is because I am part of the content team, so we have to come up with new ideas, every day, new ideas. And we all are in the aviation industry. So, and it is you can say a small niche. And sometimes I feel like there are only few ideas that are going around and around, so coming up with new ideas, new perspective, new way of seeing things, it's a challenge. But obviously we have a proper process for the research for in the content team, so following that process, it becomes really easy to come up with new content, because we know we do a thorough research, we know what have been done before and what is the company doing now, what are their new what are they doing new. So all of that research combines together, so it's really helpful to come up with new content. And you might not know, you will find new content in the research itself. Some idea just spark from the research. So yeah, this is one way of overcoming the challenge of finding new content.
Excellent. So, are there any social media trends or tools that you're particularly excited about right now? What are your favorites?
Well, my favorite is ChatGPT, of course,
Right.
because it really helps in analysis of data and etc. It's like really help us in understanding like difficult things or summarizing, basically summarizing stuff up for us. So it's really good to use that tool. And then we have Canva. It is also a really great tool, and after the updates, it's also getting better. And the one tool that I really found useful is Opus Clip. And the captions and the work is so much faster with Opus Clip. You are not like spending so many hours editing the video. Like it can do it in like seconds. So that is the tool that I really like. And well, I'm the part of the content team, so these are the major tools that I use. So yeah, for now, ChatGPT, Canva, and Opus Clip, and Opus Clip on top.
Excellent. So, are there any trends? What do you see happening in the next few years? What do you think social media is going to be like 5 years from now?
Well, I think as you can see in the last year and this year as well, we are seeing a lot of AI generated content. We are literally one glance on a post and we can tell it is written by ChatGPT. So I think people now are realizing who is putting effort and who is not putting effort and who is doing it properly. Using it is not wrong to use ChatGPT, but are completely and totally relying on it without uh, giving like completely trusting the tool is not a way to do marketing. We need to create that connection between us, our product, and the audience. So now I'm thinking people who are really serious about marketing, who are like really good marketers, will shift towards creating more humanized content. We will see more humanized content, the content that will literally relate to the audience. You
Right.
will see less AI content. I think so. People will still be using AI tools, but the content would be much better, more humanized, and more relatable with the audience. Yes, that's I think.
I think it's kind of created two tiers. There's terrible, terrible generated content, and then
Yes,
there's really, really good content. And there's kind of a bigger gap between the two now than there ever has
yes,
been. The bad content is getting worse, and the good content is getting better. Do you agree?
yes. People who are good marketers, these tools are helping them create more better content.
Mhm.
And those who were not marketers but just using ChatGPT and pretending to be marketers, they are getting caught now.
Right, right.
Yes.
Excellent.
And I think video content is also going to be, more. We will see more in the next few years, I think, because video is a great way to get someone attention.
Mhm.
So that's why I think video content is going to be more popular.
Mhm.
And yeah, and let's see how it goes because technology is changing so fast, we cannot predict anything.
Correct, correct. Yeah, we'll all be surprised with some things that happen.
Yes.
Right.
There could be holograms. We cannot say.
Or we'll all be living in the metaverse. I don't know.
We all be, yeah, metaverse. That's
Right. You've mentioned a dream of visiting South Korea. What draws you to that destination, and what would you like to do there?
oh, people who are interested in, K-pop culture, they will understand me.
Okay.
I love I love Korean men, like a lot.
Okay.
They are so gentlemen, they are just dream.
Ah,
So I don't know about the actual Korean men, but the Korean men that are shown in dramas are
mhm.
best.
Ah,
So
gotcha.
one of my reason to visit Korea was to, I was really inspired by the culture, not just one man. That's the joke. The culture, the food culture, and the location. I really like the location of South Korea, the culture, the technology. I was really inspired by Icheon Airport, if you know.
Yeah.
The technology there is like top notch, so much artificial intelligence and like super high technology is being used on the Icheon Airport. And I was like, when I was looking for jobs in aviation, I was like really interested to go there and maybe find my career at that airport. Especially if you see airports like Singapore airport, airport in Hong Kong, airport in Korea, they are like very uh, high technology airports. And they have made their airports in such a way that their airports are tourist attractions. Like the airports themselves are tourist attractions. They held concerts in their airports to attract people from other countries. So I was really inspired by all of that information because I did a lot of research in aviation of Korea. So I was really interested that how, if I go there, how I can pursue my career in Korea. So I applied for scholarship, but then COVID happened and so many other reasons that I was not able to go there. But maybe in future I'll visit to see Icheon Airport.
That would be great. I think I would love to see that too. We'll have to plan a trip.
Yes, please.
Right.
The first one should be to Korea, South Korea.
Right. So outside of work, what do you enjoy doing?
Well, I like to travel and watching Korean dramas, of course.
Of course, of
Yeah,
course.
yes. So yeah, like I like to travel, but my mother not allow me very much. But whenever I get a chance, I go. You can say historical places in my city. So I like to visit them. I like to know about the history, etc. And if I am able to convince my mother, then I am also allowed to go outside the city. So yeah, I really like to travel whenever I get the time and permission. Otherwise, I watch Korean dramas and maybe go to park, meet friends, etc.
Great. Is there anything else that we should be talking about or anything else we should add to this?
Right now, I am fully immersed in, preparing for my sister's big day. And there is I don't know if she will be listening to this podcast, but she is the bridezilla.
She's a bridezilla. Oh my goodness. Well, I think everybody kind of has a streak of that, it's everybody
Yeah,
that I know who's been married. Right.
yeah, like if we are talking about dress and I somebody gives some opinions, she's like, no, 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 you don't know, it's my day, I will do it. You don't know, you don't know.
Mhm.
And then we are like, okay, do whatever you want.
Right.
Yeah, but it's also emotional because my father's just passed away, so without him we really would have wanted him present for
Yes.
her and for all of us. So yeah, sometimes it's really emotional. I don't know how it is in Western countries, but here when you marry, you have to leave your parents home. For girls, you have to leave your parents home and go to your husband home. So it's like we have been living together so long. I have always shared a room with her, so
Oh,
it's kind of
very
emotional as well.
close. Right.
Yeah, very
Um,
close.
yeah, in Western culture, there's a tradition where your father walks you down the aisle,
Yes, yes.
to your new husband. Is that something similar to?
Yes, the father or the brother, they walk to the groom. Well, it was not basically a culture before, but my country, we are a mixture of so many cultures. So something from this country, something from this country, something. We do all of the things in our weddings. So there's a thing. So now that my father is not here, so my brother will be walking her to her husband.
That's a
Yeah.
very big honor for him, I'm sure. Yeah. Great. Well, thank you so much for spending some time. And, I feel like I've had a chance to get to know you better outside of work a little bit. And of course, we really enjoy working with you all, have worked with you for a long time. So
Yes.
thank you for spending some time today.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right. Thank you so much.